Hello, and welcome back to Recursed, where it is a fresh day in real life for Brian, and I would like to get back into some of these puzzles, and remind me... Right, there were a couple that I still never figured out in the ruins, but I am in the middle of the temple? Yeah. Alright, looks like the next puzzle is called Clasp, and let's see, on a fresh day, how I do. I guess since we're here... and we have the opportunity to bring some keys down in this direction, I might as well do it. Let's see what's inside this chest's world. This looks like it might be straightforward. Okay, let's start by just doing the obvious thing. The fact that it's a persistent chest makes me feel like I'm definitely missing something. But let's go ahead and bring a key into here. And now grab a continuation of this world. And yeah, let's just do the simplest thing, which is going to be not correct, but then I'll figure out what I still need. I'll bring a second key in like this. And so that's something I was just kind of starting to wrap my brain around in one of the last couple of episodes, is the fact that a continuation, one of the things that it effectively lets you do is bring two items to a place. Because you can bring one item in normally and then grab a continuation and then bring a second item into the jar. And so this would allow me, I guess I could jump up here already. Yeah, it just doesn't get enough height. And so what would I need in order to get to the exit in here is a good question. And it seems almost like the answer is... If I were able to throw the green chest around, I could like throw it up there. Could I throw it up all the way to the... exit? I think I would need a second rock or something, but then maybe it would be a rock-producing world somehow. Okay. And the fact that these are up here rather than down there, is that supposed to hint anything or actually do anything? Not that I can immediately tell. And so, let's try the next most obvious thing, which is to drop a key in here with a continuation. But then rather than taking a key into the continuation, let's take the world into the continuation. And so I have a key. And so if I hop back in here, I'm just in the empty version of the world now. But the chest is kind of like I can come back out of the chest now. And so the chest is containing itself. And so... yeah, but I've already used my continuation, right? And if I do something like this, obviously the next copy of the world is just going to have the doors reset anyway. So that didn't quite do things for me. And then there's one more obvious permutation, which is to bring a key into the world, grab a continuation, and then rather than bring the continuation into the world, the world into the continuation, I could bring the continuation into the world, but this one doesn't seem like it's going to help me at all. Oh, but I do have a fresh continuation here. Okay, that is interesting, actually. Because that means... I guess I can hop in here. Yeah, this doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I can grab a key. Oops, I should not have unlocked that. I should have brought this key back and unlocked it here. Yeah, and then if I did that, I would then have a continuation that I could bring the second key into. Yeah, and so let's imagine that I'd unlocked the door or left the key in there. If I then went in here, oops, and got a continuation to this, then I'd have a coffee cup of a world with the key, and I would have a coffee cup of a world with the thing open. But I still haven't gotten the chest in. I think I'm starting to get the idea. Alright, so let's bring one key into this world and grab a continuation. And then... yeah, let's bring this one in here. And so there's a key in that jar. And so now I have a jar containing a world that eventually has a key. And now let's bring a key into this world and grab a continuation. And so now I have a different jar that has a different key. Yes. And now... I want to bring like one jar into the other. But then I can't bring the chest into either one. Oh, I should have brought the chest in earlier. Except for I couldn't bring the chest in earlier, could I? When do I have the opportunity to bring the chest somewhere and still... Let's not worry about the chest for the moment, and let's just play around with this. So, there's a key in here. So let's bring it out. I haven't really made a lot of progress yet, but I'm just kind of toying with my understanding. There's a key in here. Let's bring it out. And so if the chest had been in here, then I'd be able to do some crazy awesome things, I think. So the question is, how do I get the chest inside and also have continuations with the keys? Alright, so what if I do this? Let's put a key in here and grab a continuation. Yeah, and then put the chest in here. So now... Yeah, now the chest is in this room. And I can get a key in here while the chest is in this room. Oops. Yeah, and grab a continuation, so I just use the continuation exit. And so now I can use the normal exit. Yeah, okay, and so now I have a key going into the coffee cup. So now both keys and the chest are inside here. That's what I wanted. So let's unlock both doors. Ooh, did I want to go in the chest first? I think I wanted to go in the chest first and throw the chest around. Well, maybe. So I can put this here. And I need to be in the chest with the rock. And then throw the chest over here. So I need to get the rock up here. How am I going to get the rock up here? Because I can't just throw the chest up there yet. Oh, but I can grab another continuation when I go into the chest. That's interesting. So if I do this, I have a rock now. And that's all I need. I don't need to worry about everything on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So now I'm in the chest, and I can grab a continuation. And I could hop out of the chest in the future. So I'm in the chest right now, so that portion of the puzzle is solved. So the next thing I want to do is get the chest up here. No, I need to be in the chest twice. For at least what I'm planning to do. I'm not sure if there's another solution. So now I'm in the chest twice. Now I will move the chest up here. Hop out of the chest once with the rock. There we go. And then move the chest up here. And hop out of the chest a second time, and I've reached the exit. Neat. I'm proud of myself. I feel like I reasoned through that one very well. This is only the third calendar day that I'm recording this. I recorded 6 episodes the first day and 4 episodes the second day, because I've been trying to get ahead due to a lack of Minecraft and planned travel in the future. And I think I need the overnight time away from the game to kind of like process and understand things better. But I feel like my understanding was way better on that one. Although admittedly there weren't many moving parts on that one, and so that probably helped too. Okay, so what do we got? We have a continuation, we have a block, and we have the exit. Okay, so this started out as a block duplicating room. But I can't actually duplicate the block, right? Because I can't get out of it with the block. And that was the entire thing, right? Okay, so not many moving parts, so this shouldn't be bad. There's nothing I can do with the block, and so the only thing I can do at the beginning is grab a continuation. So let's grab a continuation, and let's use it to get a block back to the outside world. Or to here, that's fine. So, no, let's go back to the outside world, because now I can hop back in. Oh, no, because... How did I end up here? Wait a minute. What did I just do? I want to restart, because I feel like I missed something important there. So I'm going to grab a continuation. Ah, right, I had to bring the coffee cup down to the bottom in order to get the rock to it. Well, that's unfortunate. Ah, but I could leave a coffee cup up here. Oh, this is interesting. And so... Is this what I want to do? So now I have a coffee cup with that coffee cup. And so this coffee cup is down here, and I'm going to go grab the rock. And then this coffee cup would leave me up there if I jump into that continuation. And then I'd have a rock up here. What if I exit? If I exit with the rock, I'll lose that continuation. But I don't want that continuation anymore, right? I wanted this continuation that had me up here. So I think I could just exit and lose that continuation forever. No, I'm down here. Okay. So I was in this continuation. And then if I exit from here, am I in the other continuation? No, I'm just out at the top, and I did lose that continuation along the way. Okay. So this continuation, if I exit out of it... Oh no, I'm just in the world. This is just the first continuation. If I go into it with the rock, then I will appear at the fissure point. But if I exit back out of it, I will be where I set down the coffee cup, which is back down at the bottom. And so it won't have helped me very much. Because now I'm down here, and I already brought the rock that was originally down here forward, and so there isn't an extra rock here. Okay, now that makes sense in my head, and so now that I know what that's happening, and how to do the wrong thing, how do I do the right thing? I guess I could bring continuations out to the top level. So let's try bringing continuation of the world out to the... Oh, and I can bring the world into the continuation then, too. Let's try that, just because I haven't done any of that yet. And so where would I want the world? Let's imagine I want it in the most accessible spot for some reason, which is the bottom, because I can always get to the bottom. So let's hop into the world with the block. And it doesn't seem like that really helps me. I can't grab a continuation because I'm already holding a block. However, I do grab a continuation. I will save a snapshot of this world that's made some progress. So let's grab a continuation. So now I have a snapshot of a world that has a little bit of progress. Yeah, this seems interesting. So what if I recursively do this now? So I've got this world, which has a little bit of progress. And I think I can leave this down here. And do I need to bring a block into it? Yes. Let's bring a block into it so that I can rescue this block. This is not helping me, is it? Because now I just have a continuation coming out. I'm kind of in the same position I was in before. I have a continuation of a world that looks exactly like the same world that I brought the last continuation into. And so if I do this again, I haven't made any progress. Okay. What happens if I... Yeah, remind me what happens if I step out of this world now. I'm just in this continuation, and I still haven't made any progress. If I step out of this world... Yeah, not making any progress. Okay, let me step away from the camera and think about this one for a moment. Alright, I actually got it on my next attempt. Let's see if I can repeat things now. Right, and so I'm going to move this just for convenience. Let's grab a continuation. And let's bring... no, let's bring a world into the continuation, because I definitely need a world in here so that I can do some more amazing things. And so, if I bring a rock into this world, now I have a 2-rock world that still has continuations available. And so I want to take a continuation into a fresh world, which has another rock, and now I can bring a rock into that continuation, my 2-block rock continuation, and this world now has 3 rocks, and that's all you need to solve the puzzle. Yeah, okay. I got it. The Void. Oh, the Void is a whole nother world. Okay, let's back up out of here. I didn't notice that was a bigger chest. Let's try to do the rest of the puzzles. Ooh, hydrophobic. We're going to add water back into this, it sounds like.
The chests flood when you enter them underwater.
Yes.
But the jars don't act in the same way. They just recall the room as it was.
I guess that makes sense. So continuations are not affected by being underwater. Okay. So what is in this room? Oh, it's a single room world, but we have continuations as well as an exit, and obviously we'll need a flooded and an unflooded version. Okay, that's fine. So, based on what the guy just told me, I think I simply want to take a continuation into the flooded world, and that might be all that I need to do. And so I have an unflooded copy of the room right there, but now while the room is conveniently flooded, I can get to the key, and then... Do I want to go into the unflooded room right now? Or... Let's just try that. I don't think this is correct, but let's go ahead and try going into the unflooded room now. And it gives me a block. And if I exit out of the continuation, I'll pop back into the flooded room. And... Can I stand on here and get to the exit? I don't think so. So I think I'm going to need 2 rocks somehow. But, this is interesting. What happens if I go here now? Right, I can't take this here. Okay, but I can create a continuation that already has one of the blocks that I need. But I don't think I have access to the room anymore. Oh no, I do have access to the flooded room. So now I have a continuation. So the very last thing that I want to do... Right, but I don't have an unflooded copy of the world anymore. And I need an unflooded copy of the world in order to gain access to another rock. Unless... I cannot unflood the world anymore. So I needed a second unflooded copy of the world as a continuation, I think. Can I get that? I think I can get that inside here. Because... Yes... I can do this. So I have all that world space. So here is an unflooded copy of the world. Well, it's not so much an unflooded copy as a copy of the world that will do useful things for me, I think. So I can grab a key to bring into this guy. Right, he's not unflooded. He is a continuation. And so the continuation just remembers whatever state it was in, which was flooded, which works against me. But I guess I'll bring a key into that continuation in case it helps me, but I think I really need to bring a rock into that continuation. Yeah, because a key doesn't help me here. I needed a rock. Alright. And if I exit all of this with a rock, I don't even remember if I'm exiting out of a continuation of the world or where I'm at this point. I think it's continuation. Yeah, it is. And then this would exit out of the world. Oh, but I got all the way back up to the top level with a rock, I do believe. Yeah, if I exit out of here, I think I'm back at the top level. And now I've gained the advantage of a rock. And so now I'm starting with a rock. And so I think I can do the exact same set of thingies, which is... I want to make a continuation of this world. Is that right? Except for I need to kind of bring the key there because the world I was coming... No, the world I was coming out of has a key. Yeah, so let's make a continuation to this world. So this world has a one rock advantage. So here's a jar with a one rock advantage. Okay, so there's a jar with a one rock advantage over there. So let's bring... but I think it was an underwater... Right, I think it was underwater, and so... Yeah, this is still not helping me. Okay, so I've still done something wrong. Did I need a unflooded... Did I need to use a continuation as an unflooded version of the world right at the beginning? I think I did. I think I understand what I need to do. So I think what I need to do is... This is an unflooded version of the world that I am going to use as the very final exit. But that's going to need one rock in it. Okay, so once I get my one rock, that's the place I want to put it. Okay, so at the top level, once I manage to bring a rock out of this chest all the way to the top level, I want to bring it into that place to solve the rest of the puzzle. Except I needed to bring the world into somewhere. I think I can still do that. Okay, so now let's just kind of do the puzzly bits, which basically involves what? I've already done something wrong here, I think. Do I need 2 copies of that? I'm not sure that this is right, but let me do this. There's an unflooded world. Oops. There's an unflooded world. And there's another unflooded world. I think I may need 2 of them. And let's kind of set them down in different places. So let's go grab ourselves a key, because keys are nice. And then exit this world. Bring a key into the unflooded world in order to get a rock. Okay, so now I have a rock. And so now... I want to bring a rock into the world. Can I make this my final world? Yes, because I can grab a continuation of it. So, here is a coffee cup that has a 1 rock advantage. And what do I need to... That was an underwater coffee cup with a 1 rock advantage. And this is a unflooded coffee cup that doesn't have rocks in it yet. And I needed the 1 rock advantage to be in the unflooded version. Which means I need to bring a rock out. Oh, come on, Brian. Think. No, I can use this room. It doesn't matter if it's flooded. Oops, I just went into it. Gosh darn it. I didn't mean to do that. All right. Okay, I think maybe I have it. I think I was on the right track. So, what I want to do... I made myself 2 unflooded coffee cups right from the beginning. And so in one of the unflooded coffee cups, I'm going to go grab a rock. I will put the rock in this world. It's flooded, but that's not going to matter because I just need a room with, or a world with 2 rocks. And so let's grab a continuation. So this guy has a 1 rock advantage. Now let's go grab a key out of this world and do the exact same thing in the other unflooded world. So let's take the key out and bring it to the other unflooded world and grab a 2nd rock. And let's bring the 2nd rock into the continuation that already has 1 of the 2 rocks. And now we have 2 rocks, and it doesn't matter if it's flooded or not, because I can still stand up here and get to the exit. Yes! Great. Great, great, great. I think I might even have time to try 1 more, but I might get stuck on it. It's got a world that contains a better world that has a fissure. Okay. Right. So I can jump in this a number of times. Oh, and I can flood it. If I flood it... Can't I just swim to the exit? What am I missing here? Oh, that thing is going to come up and block me. Got it. Okay. Okay, so let's come back out. So... I see. But if I flood it... Okay, got it. While it's flooded, I can move the chest up here. So I've managed to get up here. Now let's exit back out. Alright, so now I'm going to dry copy the world over here. And... if I throw the world over there, and then exit... Right, I need to exit from a flooded version somehow with the world over there. So that's going to involve a continuation, I suppose. I want the world to be flooded at the end. No, yes, maybe. When I pop back into the continuation, I always pop back at the coffee cup, right? Okay, I'm trying to reason backwards from the exit. A winning state would be me coming out of an enchanted chest right here while the enchanted chest is underwater. I don't see a way to do that because if there's an enchanted chest here that was underwater, it's like, how did it get here? Because if the room was underwater, this thing would have been up blocking this whole area. So the other possible winning state is me coming out of a broken coffee cup over here while it's underwater. So all I need to do is hop into... Well, if I could hop into a broken coffee cup that's underwater over here, then I would have already solved the game, because rather than hopping into the broken coffee cup while it was underwater, I could have just swum to the exit. So... remind me... Oh, can I even jump up here? Oops. I think I can pop out of the chest, though. Yeah, okay. So remind me... Here's what I want to be reminded of. Let's check out the underwater room again. Right, even though I can swim the chest all the way up to the top, it's not like I can throw it and have it land anywhere when it's on the top. So that doesn't help me. So I haven't grabbed a continuation yet. Let's grab an underwater continuation of this for funsies. And... yeah, but the room will remember where the chest is. So if I simply throw the chest over here, and I hop back out of this continuation, now I will be in an underwater room with the chest over there. However, I think I might have broken my stack frames, and so hopping out of here will not hop out of the chest, but will hop out of the coffee cup. Correct. And so that's the issue. So what if I threw the chest into the continuation first? Right. Right. So... I think I'm getting somewhere. So let's grab an underwater continuation. And... Come on, Brian, you can do this. So I have an underwater continuation just sitting around. And yeah, that's fine. Now I want to move the chest back up to the ledge, which I can do by going deeper, moving it, and coming right back out. And then my continuation will still be sitting on the ground over here. So I have an underwater continuation. But if I hop into that underwater continuation, I'll be down there. And so... Right, I want to get the underwater continuation. Well, I can just get it on that ledge? No, I can't get it on that ledge. But I know how to get it on that ledge. Yeah, okay, so let's hop out. Fortunately, I win in a bunch of extra times. Okay, so the underwater continuation is on that ledge. And so now, if I hop out of here, I am next to the underwater continuation that's on the ledge, except for it was in the previous world, and I just lost it. Right. I think I have an idea. Okay, so let me go in here a few times to make sure I'm pretty deep. Okay, so first off, I need to get the chest up on the ledge so I can get to the fissure. So let's go move the chest up onto the ledge. And then hop back out of it in a nice dry world. And now let's grab a dry coffee cup. Okay, so here's a nice dry coffee cup. Great. And so now what I want to do is wet the world and then hop into the dry coffee cup and move the chest over to the right-hand side. And then hop back out of all of that? Yes, that's what I want to do, right? But then I'm going to need this somewhere I can reach it, I think. Yeah, I think I need this down here. So I want to wet the world. And then hop into a dry coffee cup and move the chest. So the world is wet. Now, I want to put the chest over under the exit, and I need a dry world to do that. So here's a dry world. Now I can put the chest over there. I'm done. So I can exit out of the coffee cup. The coffee cup's going to break. That's fine. And now if I exit again, I think I still exit into a wet world with the chest over there. Ah, it's a dry world with the chest over here. So do I need 2 levels of wet, I think, possibly, in order to start that off, maybe? Otherwise, that might have been right. So let's do 2 levels of wet. Then let's exit 1 level of wet over here. Right, but I don't have the dry coffee cup to start. Okay, got it. Yep, okay. I think I'm in good shape. Okay, so I need to get a dry coffee cup. So let's go grab a dry coffee cup, which I do by getting up here and then exiting back into a dry world. Okay, so here's a dry coffee cup. Oops. And now it's over there. Poop, and now I can't get back to the chest. Other than by doing this, which is fine because I went a few extra levels deep. No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, now I can't. All right. So confusing. Alright, I've got this, I've got this. Let's hop in a few extra levels, so if I screw up, I can kind of back out. So, let's get the chest up top. Let's dry off the world. And grab a dry coffee cup. Let's very gently drop the dry coffee cup. The platforming in this game is not very good. There we go. Drop the dry coffee cup down there. Now I need to go 2 levels deep into wet levels of the world. And I need to bring a dry coffee cup with me. I'm inside a wet green chest. I'm inside a second wet green chest. Now I'm going to move the chest over to here while it's dry. And now I'm going to pop out of the coffee cup. And now I'm going to pop out of the wet green chest. And I'm in a wet world that gets me to the exit. Yes! Yes! Alright, I feel like this is a good day. I am happy that I was able to solve all the worlds I tried. That's a good place to end things for today. I guess we finished up the ruins, and next up will be the void. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon for more Recursed. Bye-bye.